Shields up, Iron Breakers. Get ready for the feedback that's about to happen as soon as the stream actually starts on YouTube, because there is a delay. Welcome to live stream today. Actually, no, I'm going to catch it ahead of time. No feedback. Damn, I'm good at this shit. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the PlayStation 4 version of Anthem. And, naturally, I also want to talk about the Anthem Endgame, because there's quite a lot to say now that we actually have access to all of the endgame in the game. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it, but I haven't really shown what the endgame is like in my channel. This video is also not going to contain spoilers, so if you're on the fence, if you're someone that actually hasn't played through the story yet, and you just want to see what the gameplay sounds like, let me just make sure that... Okay. I have a bad tendency to start my live streams muted, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys could actually hear me. But anyway, a lot of people have talked about the endgame. Today, I'm not only going to be talking about it, I'm going to be showing you the three main endgame activities, hopefully, if we have enough time. I have Kegrin here with me to carry me, because Kegrin has much better gear than I have. You guys need to understand, I've played through this game on the PC side of things, and I've played through this game on the PS4 side of things. Now, as per usual, I should point out that this particular code of the game, the PS4 version of the game, was provided to me by GameChangers. You guys can see the logo down there. Because I already bought the Origin Access Premier thing to get early access to the game so that I could report on it, do my review. So for the PS4 version, I went through the GameChangers program. All they did was send me the PS4 code. Anyway, let me get... onto gameplay. We're currently in Fort Tarsus, so this will allow you to see all of the loading screens in all of their beautiful glory, if you guys are curious about all that stuff. Any players on PS4 looking for teammates, you might want to check out our Discord. If you guys could go ahead. Let me just see if I have Nightbot in here. I think Nightbot is in here, and he should have a Discord link for you. It's just, Nightbot on YouTube is just so damn slow. But if you go through Discord, there will be a lot of Iron Breakers playing this, because a majority of you guys, I did a poll on YouTube, and a majority of you guys are actually playing on PS4. So anyway, we're currently in Fort Tarsus, you guys can see. You guys might be wondering, what is the performance like on PS4, which is something that I can tell you straight from the get-go for those of you that are curious. Now, naturally, I don't have the equipment that Digital Foundry has. I don't have the beautiful software that they have that allows them to actually go ahead and, you know, really get frame by frame and understand how many frames exactly the game is outputting. I don't have that. And so since we're in a console, it's mostly from the eyes. But on a regular PS4... in free play, which is, we can actually go to free play now. Let me just start the expedition here. No one can carry that thick boy. Hey, I'm going to invite you, Wada, in case you want to join in as well on the action. I'm going to invite you. Let me just get this in here. Boom. Pokemon shields up, dude. That new Pokemon does look hella good. I'm not a big Pokemon guy. Like, I might do a video on it once it comes out. But you guys know me. I'm very much casual when it comes to the Pokemon world. Looks like we don't have a friggin... we don't have a friggin' Discord link. God damn it. I can get you guys one right now. Give me just a second. Do I even know how to... oh, here we go. Live people. There we go. Here's a link for people that want to join in on the Discord. Okay, we got Wada in. We're going to go free play, guys. First, we're going to just do a little bit of free play because that is one of the endgame activities. So anyway, change mission. No, not change mission. go into free play, and we will depart from Fort Tarsus. Okay, so this is one of the 3 endgame activities that you can do in the game. Arguably, this is my least favorite one, which is one of the reasons why I'm particularly concerned about the roadmap that they've posted. I made a video talking about that because a lot of the stuff that's in the current roadmap of Anthem is actually free play activities, and I just don't think it's that great. And we're going in with 3 people, so I already have like pretty much a team setup. They're just going to give us like 1 random. So my experience in free play, because I already have 2 friends with me, is going to be much better than your experience in free play if you go in by yourself. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, I'm gonna let naturally I have to let the loading screens play out because we are on a live stream. So if you want to know how long the game takes to load on a regular PS4, not regular PS4, this is PS4 Pro. How long the game takes to load on a PS4 Pro, this is it. And it is long. I'll tell you right now, it is long. Last time you were the command for the Discord. Oh, okay. My bad. My bad, man. Are there any other biomes beyond the jungle? Nope. It's jungle biome. Some parts of the jungle have thicker, they have the thicker jungle. Other parts are not as thick jungle. There's a section of the map that's kind of like a shantytown looking location, but it's not that big. It's like it's one section of the map, and it's still inside that jungle biome. You just don't see as much green because, they burned it away. So it looks almost like deserty Mad Max style, but ultimately it's still inside that jungle biome. So everything is in the jungle biome right now. What you've seen from the reviews is the game is too grindy, not enough content, lazy design of weapons that are recycled, and the loot is shit with the which is the bottleneck of a looter shooter. Not sure that I agree that the loot is shit. I haven't grinded super much on the PS4 yet, but on PC I have like a ton of I already have a ton of Masterwork stuff.
Traffic for events that need our attention.
Okay, understood.
Okay, so anyways, the first thing that I want to point out is the performance that you can expect. Now look, you're going to get 2 levels of performance with this game, and it is going to feel very different depending on the content that you are doing. So if you're out in the world like we are right now, we're in free play. On the regular PS4, you can expect between 20 and 30 frames a second, although occasionally, when a screen gets really busy, it can dip into the high teens when it comes to frames, so it's not amazing in free play. The reason for that is because when you are in free play, like you look at this big-ass map, there's no loading screens in this whole map, so you can fly through this whole thing, and there's no loading screens, unless you go into one of these dungeons right here, right? These small little dungeons, the Vault, the Sovereign Mine, whatever this thing is, the Bane Engine. You go into one of these smaller areas, first of all, there will be a loading screen there, because these are like self-contained areas, but in there, you're going to get better performance. Now, on the regular PS4, it's going to stabilize closer to the 30 frames a second. On the PS4 Pro, it's going to shift between 30 frames a second and 50 frames a second when you're doing these or when you are doing strongholds, okay? And during free play on the PS4 Pro, you can expect between 30 and 40 FPS. Now, having said that, there is a problem that I'm not sure if we're going to be experiencing it today because on PS4 Pro it doesn't happen as often, but on regular PS4s, when the frame starts dipping a whole lot, you're going to get a sound issue where the sound gets a little bit glitchy, it gets a little bit weird. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to report in terms of performance. Other than that, the game plays just like the PC version. You guys can check the review for that if you guys are curious. There's a review on the channel where I've went at length, 46 minutes of it. So yeah, we're gonna go into free play and let's just do some events. So right now we're playing free play in what is considered Grandmaster 1. There isn't that much reason to do Grandmaster 2 or Grandmaster 3 at all because the amount of time it will take you to kill enemies does not justify the additional loot that you get. So basically, your end game activity is going to consist more... Let me lower the volume a little bit.
They were organized. They may be looking for someone to ransom. We need to move. Wait, radio signals. We may have survivors.
It is a little bit on the loud side. Anyways, let's go on to this event right here. But as I was saying, there is no real reason for you to go into GM2 or GM3 because the rewards just doesn't justify the effort. So if you're doing endgame right now, most people will be doing GM1. Even though there's a slightly less drop rate, it is still much faster to kill stuff and do events and stuff like that. So this would be one of the events that you would do. Right now we're fixing this Strider right here. It's a world event, it's dynamic, it happens randomly as you are going through the world. Okay, that's Wada just like nuking people down. By the way, guys, let me tell you something, okay? If you are playing a Storm, please do what Watanagashi is doing. See, he's hovering over there, making sure that he's shooting stuff with his abilities and stuff, but he's hovering. He's not in the ground. As a Storm, you are never supposed to be on the ground, okay? Please, please, please. I see so many people playing Storms in the ground. Please don't do that. But anyways, we're fixing the Strider here. Once we fix the Strider, they're going to keep giving us new objectives until the event is done. It's usually about 2 or 3 tasks per event. They've already done the whole fixing the Strider part, which is picking up an item, taking it to the top of the Strider, and then interacting with 2 different things. Now we're going to open the Strider bay door, and we should be releasing the passengers that are in here. Yep. And there's a chest for completing the activity. And there's a chance that this chest will give us a Masterwork item. We didn't get Masterwork, we only got Epics. But knowing Kegrin the way that I do, he probably got 3 Masterworks out of that fucking chest because he's so damn lucky. Doug St. Pierre, I played with you the other day. Now that I see your Javelin Rurikon, I was constantly throwing flares at you. I see people throwing flares at me sometime. I wonder if that's why. And thank you, dude. I'm glad that we played together. What was the activity? Were we doing a Stronghold or something? Oliveira Farrows, my friends and I play GM2 and GM3 for the challenge because it's hard. I completely agree with that. Like, I also want to play GM2 and GM3 at some point, but I'm just saying, like, when you're doing endgame just for the purpose of farming, most likely you want to do GM1 because it's more efficient, you know? But right now I'm still, like, leveling up. This Javelin only has, like, 1 Masterwork item. He's pretty much a fresh level 30. Because I've just been so busy. I played the game all the way on PC. Now I played the game all the way on PS4 to get solid impressions on both platforms. So yeah, there's that. Have you heard about the game crashing hard crashes on PS4 and burning out the video cards? No. To be completely honest, no, I haven't yet. That happens? Like, I've seen it glitch out the audio on my regular PS4, but other than that, no. Like, the PS4 doesn't even do as much fan noise as it does, like, when you're playing God of War or something. So I'd be a little bit surprised if that was the case. But anyway, see, guys, this is one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of free play as an endgame activity. It's because, like, I feel like the world events, sometimes you don't get them as often. Like, we just got another one, so we're going to go for this one. But this is essentially your free play experience. You're going to be looking for events. See, this is one of the mini dungeons that I was talking about. Now, you guys will notice a difference in performance from when we were out in the overworld and when we jump into this dungeon. The reasoning behind that, from my limited experience with the Frostbite engine, is that Frostbite is designed for first-person shooters like Battlefield, which have much smaller maps. And so when you're trying to maintain the load of that particular large of a map, it's going to be a problem. Interesting, on this one I'm not getting that much better performance, but you usually tend to. Anyway, these are runes. These are like collectibles that you can get throughout the world. So we should have Wada and Kegrin loading in any second now. Oh, this is where you come to kill Talon, if I remember correctly.
Prisoners in the Dominion camp. We have to free them if we can.
Okay, there's a storm in here somewhere. Okay. Wait, do I have the... Oh, I got the I got the Masterwork rifle. Yeah. Damn it.
There's another one. We're in for a fight.
Oh, come on. The fire effect ran out? I didn't get the combo? Okay. Abilities don't scale for GM2/3. Guns make more damage than abilities. Oh, that's a balancing problem that they're going to have to fix. That was actually one of the things that I was surprised they took back. They said that at the beginning they weren't going to have GM2 and 3 available, and then they went back on that and they made GM2 and 3 available for everyone. And I think it would have made sense to not have it available and to slowly test it out. It would have been a much better thing to do, in my opinion. See this gun right here that I'm shooting? This is a special masterwork gun. And what this does is whenever I shoot an enemy, there's 33% chance that it will actually call down lightning. It'll actually call down lightning to deal lightning damage. And on shields, it's one of the best things to take down shield is lightning damage. Oh, there's more? Well, Kegrin, nobody knows who Talon is. I mean, I gotta be honest, I barely know who Talon is. He's like a side quest of a side quest. I don't think I've ever went past this room in this place, though. Where do we go from here? Oh, that's the way we came in. Or is it? Oh, that way? No, this way. Yeah, I was right. Haha! Freelancer's duty. Always keep an eye out for runes and stuff that you might find when you're doing these. What do you think about if they changed the mission loading screen to a walker moving towards the mission? That would shut so many people up because the Destiny ships. It doesn't have to be a walker. It doesn't even have to be anything. What they should do is they should give you Forge access when you're on the loading screen. In my opinion, that would improve everything. I mean, it wouldn't be perfect, but it would be a massive improvement because at least during the loading screen, you could be doing inventory management, which is also something that you have to do quite often in the game. You've had more than your fair share of crashes on PS4 Pro. It's weird. I have a friend of mine that had, like, 3 crashes on release day. And I was super surprised because I have had the VIP demos crash. The VIP and the open demo, both of them crashed. But the final version of the game, it's crashed on my PC as well. On the PS4, haven't experienced it yet. But again, I saw my friend. My friend had, like, 2 crashes. Sometimes it was friggin' almost back to back. Like he logged back into the game, boom, instantly crashed again. We had to like reset the session in order for him to be able to play the game. So yeah, I've seen problems on PS4. Look, like I said in my review, there's no denying that this game was rushed. Anyone that is telling you that this game wasn't rushed out the door, and you know, people will say, oh, but it took 6 years. Yes, and it needed more. Like that's what I can tell you. The game needed more time. For sure, it needed more time. But the thing is, the game was rushed. And these problems will happen. That's the thing. It is a problem. I'm not saying that should be the way that it is. It definitely shouldn't be. But that's the state that we're in with the game at this point. And now some of you guys might ask, well, why do you still play it then? Like, what do you see in this game that nobody else does? And it is the gameplay that you're watching right now. I haven't seen a game that has made me feel like a beastly tank, like I get to feel when I do the Colossus, like a fucking massive robot that's got artillery strikes, and he's got a big-ass shield that I can just run up to an enemy, smash him in the face with the shield. Like, there's just not that many games that give me that power fantasy. Most games go for a power fantasy of, like, you being able to deal lots of damage to enemy. Few games know how to do the power fantasy of you being a fucking proper tank. Like, it used to be World of Warcraft that gave me that. For a while, I also played Final Fantasy XIV. I guess I also got that out of it. But, like, you know, action games? I guess some of you will say Terra, but Terra is just so grindy that it's just not my thing. It's just the amount of damage that you can withstand with a Colossus and the amount of damage that you can dish out. I just really, really like that moment-to-moment gameplay.
Freelancer, if you hadn't arrived in time, but I did. Stay alert. Thank you.
Off they go. A full retreat. We can't ask for better.
Where is... There's a chest. Okay, see, Kegren's gonna get, like, 3 more Masterworks, and I'm gonna get 2 blues and an epic. Because that's just the way things work for me. Ooh, Battlecry 3. Nice. But anyways, this is kind of like the free play experience. Let me just get this right here. Now, there were also events that they did in free play. I've only done the event with the Titans, which was There Be Giants. And that event was... It was weird, because I wasn't even aware that that event was happening. Like, Kegren sent me a message on Discord, and he was like, Rurkon, we gotta do this Titan event thing, and I'm gonna get this exclusive vinyl that you can only get right now. If Kegren hadn't told me, I felt like that was communicated very poorly. That's something that they gotta work on, I feel. Oh, look, we got 1,600 coin for doing something. Not exactly sure what we did. Probably completed, like, a daily of world events or something like that. No thanks. My discussion has now lasted beyond the endgame itself. Now, talk about exaggeration. You have a level 41 Masterwork pistol, you got a level 26. That's good. I picked up a master... The gun that I have is also Masterwork. I think it's level 42. I picked it up before I was level 30 as well. Man, we've actually been lucky today with the world events. Okay, we'll do one more world event, and then I'll show you another one of the activities that you can do.
Agent lost contact in this area. We need to track them down.
Man, I'm so not used to reloading. You guys know that before the day 1 patch, you would actually get like full ammo back for picking up an ammo drop from enemies. You would get like your full magazine back. Doesn't happen anymore. Now you only get 33, and I've actually been forced to reload. Because like I did that tips video where I told people, don't reload. Never reload. And now that particular tip is no longer useful.
We're too late for the agent. Sorry.
Can you recover anything from their link?
I'll see what I can do.
That's a big boy over there.
Wait, you need to stay in range.
Oh, there's the link we're doing.
This isn't over. They've torn open a gate.
Once you get the legendary autocannon, you're gonna go nuts. So much fun. Dude, I can't wait for that, man. I haven't gotten legendary weapons that I actually want. I got the Pop-A-Pump, but I don't know. I just don't find that shotgun particularly satisfying. I barely use shotguns in this game. I'm getting carried so hard by Wada and Kegren right now, because they're much higher level than me. So they're tearing through these dudes like nobody's business. Ooh, an epic. I mean, my Colossus is already fully epiced out. So basically, I'm just hunting for Masterworks more so than epics. Supposedly, they said that they were going to announce something about new loot rules today. I still don't know what that's going to be like. But supposedly they're going to be a little bit more generous with their loot drops. So we'll see. Lewis Luck, what do I think about Anthem? Dude, that's a 46-minute video. That's like I could be talking at length about it.
Don't need any interference.
It's like, look, I like the gameplay. I think a lot of the systems beyond the gameplay are undercooked. They should have developed the game for longer, and I know that they were working on it for 6 years. But at the end of the day, the gameplay is what keeps me coming back. Being a beast of a Colossus and wrecking through everything, that's what keeps me coming back to the game. I do hope they can fix it. I wish it hadn't released in the state that it was. I wouldn't have mind waiting for the game for like another year if that's what it took. And I do think that another year would have made a massive difference.
Careful, they may be trying to regroup.
Because right now what you have is a lot of people just are not interested because of what I said about the rest of the systems of the game that have problems. Is it up top? Oh no, it's below us.
This isn't the full report. Keep looking.
I keep forgetting that there's a thing down here.
Here come reinforcements. Show them what you can do. More of Corvus's report. That Dominion has the last piece. We can't allow that.
Okay, let's actually do our ultimate. See if I actually can get some work done. Oh, I can't because he got a shield. Okay, let's go. Let's go before they kill him! Yay! I fired off my ultimate once.
Corvus's agent is gone, so their work is safe. We've done something good today.
And that's another mission complete. Should get another chest. Let's see if I can get one masterwork, please. Please, and hopefully it's the firewall mortar, because I like the firewall mortar. Nope, no masterworks. Oh well. Let's go do a legendary contract. See guys, this is the thing. I don't think that free play is super rewarding. I understand that I've had a lot of comments on that video that I did talking about the roadmap, where a lot of people told me why they enjoy free play, and that like they do enjoy that kind of loop of just flying around, exploring the world, having fun. And I understand where that's coming from, but someone like me that when I'm trying to work towards like a specific build or I'm trying to actually get loot, I find that legendary contracts are a much better way to go, as well as strongholds. So we're going to be doing a legendary contract next. All the customization in this game and no easy way to see anyone but yourself. What you talking about? I can see my two friends right here. Elevator Pharaohs, I have no doubts that the game is struggling in terms of retail sales. I have no doubts. Like we have to be realistic. I'm a very realistic guy. I will always tell it like it is. And it's like, look, as much as I enjoy the gameplay, there's no denying this game is struggling right now. It is struggling hard. So it's like, let's not delude ourselves and like, oh, everybody buys digital. Yeah, sure. There are a lot of people that do buy digital, I'll give you that, but not enough to justify the sales numbers that they're talking about. Hunter Steel, I just started the game playing your level 17 Interceptor, you like the gameplay a lot. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. That's what they do right, is the gameplay. I think the gameplay is phenomenal. I think that the Colossus, I mean, for me personally, playing the Colossus is just so appealing and so much fun, and it is the reason why I keep coming back. I also like playing the Ranger. Playing the Ranger is also a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do a Ranger build video, which is going to be like, I would call it a budget build. So it's basically like a build that you can do fairly easy early in the game with gear that you just collect, and that should carry you throughout most of the game. Also, here's something that I definitely think that they should do. Particularly because of the Fort Tarsus. A lot of people complain how slow things are in Fort Tarsus, and they are really slow. But it's like, one of the things that they should definitely do in Fort Tarsus is like, look, if you are solo, if you don't have anyone in your party, you have to always walk back all the way to go back to your javelin in order to go on an expedition. But if you're in a group, you see that thing right there? Hold triangle to start expedition. I can just go like, boop, instantly on the expedition screen. This needs to be added for solo play. This feature, it should just always be like, even if you're alone. If you're alone or if you're friends, whatever, you're in the middle of Fort Tarsus, hold triangle and you can go to your javelin. It's just like, they should definitely do that. So anyway, I showed you one of the activities that you are going to be doing in Endgame, which is free play, which like I said, is probably the thing that I like the least. So I say we do a Stronghold now. Now, in order to keep things spoiler-free, we have to go do Tyrant Mine, because that is the one stronghold that everybody's seen, and I want to keep this video spoiler-free. There's 2 more strongholds that you can do, which is not that much. I really wish that there were more. They're coming out with another one, I think, in April, according to the roadmap. But, yeah, they definitely should have had more strongholds on release, hands down, no questions asked. Not to mention that there's actually, there's something weird with the story. Again, no spoilers here, but there's a character that gets introduced to you throughout the Tyrant Mine, and then they kind of just like reintroduced him as if you've never heard of him in the Temple of Scar, and I thought that that was really friggin' weird. But anyway, let's just go. Speed up moving in Fort Tarsus 2. I've seen in my comment section some people reporting that apparently that's a limitation of the engine, which is disappointing if it can't go any faster than that. But yeah. This would be so good for solo play. Yep. Yeah, dude. Pretty much. Game loads fast and looks fantastic on Xbox S with SSD. Well, I mean, if you have an SSD, then yeah, the game loads fast. If you don't have an SSD, it loads kind of like this. Maybe a little bit slower, because the hard drive that I have on my PS4 Pro is a hybrid drive. So that should take a little bit of the loading time away, but sometimes I've seen people with regular hard drives loading faster than me, so Droid 98, the strongholds are extremely low design effort. I agree. I've said this in plenty of videos actually. This stronghold, you could basically boil it down to you know, there's like 3 different Silence the Relic moments with waves of enemies coming at you, and then a final boss. Which is why I specifically said these strongholds don't seem particularly hard to design, so they should be able to have a bunch more of them made. You see, the thing is, I think that a big portion of the development time of this game was not actually developing the content. It was developing the systems, developing the flight system, developing the combat system, developing tools in Frostbite to support all of the framework of the game. And that's just stuff that doesn't show up as content. Again, I'm not excusing it. It's not an excuse. It's just what I think happened, and it makes me sad. Where's the legendary...
I think payloading assist when you start up the game would help with the massive amount of loading screens by speeding up unnecessary loading screens.
TM Woe, thank you very much for the super chat. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. And maybe, dude, I honestly have no idea. I wouldn't know. I know very little about how you could optimize load times. Particularly in an engine like Frostbite, which has already proven to be difficult to work with in previous BioWare games. Like, they've complained about it in Mass Effect Andromeda, they complained about it in Dragon Age Inquisition, so, you know, they just have this constant struggle with the engine. Like, you look at a game, for instance, like Apex Legends, right? Which came out, and it was good out the gate. You know, want to know one thing about Apex Legends? Doesn't use Frostbite engine, and it's a first-person shooter, which is like the ideal scenario for using the Frostbite engine. So it's just so confusing. Man, I really like the music, though. Did we get the turret, by the way? Yeah, Kegran usually gets the turrets. Kegran is still up. That means he didn't die on the second turret. Sometimes he tends to die on that second turret. Okay, let's go get a couple of these with the mortar. Man, I hate having to reload. I was just not used to it anymore. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Let's even the odds. So usually with the Colossus, I don't tend to do a lot of echo gathering because the other javelins are just much better at it. You guys can say, oh, but the Colossus has the same speed as the other javelins. Yes, same speed, not the same maneuverability, which allows the other javelins to get out of harm's way when they're capturing echoes. So I actively avoid doing echo gathering, and I just try to get the attention of enemies. Not really the hate monger's fault, but EA Bioware for pushing it out and finished an empty. I agree. That's fair. People are entitled to say whatever they want, and you'll hear me say nothing else. If people don't like something, they should definitely voice their opinions on it. I completely agree. Okay, it looks like Wada and Kergren are turning in the relics. Not relics. Ooh, is that a turret? That is a turret. Let's go deal with that. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies. This could go bad. This is gonna go bad. Oof. Okay, these guys are gonna get me dead at this point. I gotta get out of here. Okay, Kergren's on it. Okay, we're missing one echo. Everybody's still up. We're doing good. See, this rifle is so good for taking out shields. Look, every time a lightning comes down, look at that shield go down. Come on. Boom. Combo. And that's the relic silenced. And we're good. On to the next phase. Like, you see, guys, a good storm player, you will rarely see him. Like, you saw that right there? Watanagashik's just completely dominating these dudes. I didn't even see him because he's always high in the sky. That's something that every storm player can learn from. Like, I see, again, I don't want to keep bringing this up, but I just see so many ground storms. So many ground storms in the game.
Could be using the relic to weaponize it.
Let's check the second relic. Put your theory to the test.
Alan Nephew, work on the guns sound decent, but I can't say they look fun to fire. Depends. It depends on the gun, right? Like, this one, I don't find it particularly fun to fire because I'm not into marksman rifles. But it is fun to see that lightning effect every now and then popping up whenever you hit something. You see, because here's the thing. One of the things that Anthem does really good is the power fantasy. Anthem is not afraid to give you power. Anthem is not afraid to make you feel powerful as fuck. Which is why some of these weapons and some of these abilities, I would say, are completely broken. Like, Kergren's ultimate? Dude, fuck that noise. He just goes in there, he's invulnerable, and he just slashes everybody to bits. He can res anybody. The ultimate of Watanagashik's as a storm? He can fucking prime and detonate, like, 3 different packs of mobs with 3 different environmental effects. Not environmental, elemental. Oof! God, that shot hurt. Whenever you hear that noise, it means something broke my guard. Like, you know, when you're blocking in Dark Souls and someone breaks through your stamina? It's the same thing. Okay. Oh, come on. That was just unfortunate right there. Spinning up autocannon, do a slow walk into an opponent as he falls. Oh yeah, dude. The autocannon feels amazing. See, this is the ultimate from the storm right there. Did he miss? You missed, Wada! No! Wada, get out of here! Save yourself! Okay, Kegren's got his ultimate. I love how he has his ultimate and doesn't pick me back up. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. You used your ultimate, didn't even res me. I thought we were friends, Kegren. I see how it is. You haven't seen anything in here that's quite like the new subclasses in Destiny. I haven't seen the new subclasses in Destiny. But I mean, Destiny has been going for 5 years now. They've learned a lot. The BioWare team just released this game. Some people will argue that this is better than what Destiny 1 was at launch. Some people argue it's not. You know. Personally, I find this more appealing than Destiny 1 was at launch, but that's just because I get to play a big, meaty tank, and I'm extremely biased whenever a video game lets me play a big, meaty tank. I fired my rocket a little bit too fast. Okay, we got an echo. Let's turn that in. Oh, Kegren's down. Oh, Kegren's down! Oh, remember when you went by me, Kegren, and just ignored me? Maybe I shouldn't res you now. Maybe I should leave you down here in the dirt. I mean, you're not in the... Actually, you are in the dirt. You weren't even in the water. You were in the dirt. God, I love that animation. The shield slam. Just don't get tired. Hunter Sears, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I like it more, but I don't consider me liking something more as that something being better, you know? It's like, it's better for me. I would actually still basically would really like to do an interview with the devs. Like, I would want to know what happened. And I've said it before the game even came out. Like, I want to do an interview with one of the guys that worked on the game. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what their plans are for fixing what this launch was, and so on and so forth. It's like, I just don't know if that's going to be something that they're willing to do. Because they've been really transparent so far. We're missing 2 echoes, and I don't have them. Okay, someone already turned them in. There's the boss. I should have my ultimate. So, let's plop down a flame turret right there. Let's taunt everybody. And now let's ult. Because basically, when you ult, you're immortal. Oh, that was fast. Good job, team. I'm actually going to go collect the echoes now. Because fighting the rest of these mobs is a pain in the ass, and I would rather just collect the echoes. Although I think that with the new changes that they've done to this stronghold, I think you might have to actually fight them. Yeah, there's actually a defeat the scars thing there. Have they fixed shotguns? I don't know, dude. I don't use many shotguns. I mostly play autocannons, and now I play this assault rifle that I got because it's masterwork. Damn. That's a lot of damage! Shield slams, though. And the Hulk smash, too. Let's get some more health. I'm gonna go get the final 2 echoes while Kegren and Wada mop up. That wraps that. Now we just gotta go finish off the scar. There's one here. Demauler Autocannon. What a good name. What a good fucking name. Okay, boys, here we go. Everybody cross your fingers for masterwork. Or legendary. I'll take whatever. There was something in there.
Of course it did.
Hate to say it, but that thing is probably what's producing the X. If we don't get rid of the source,
The scars will come back and keep making weapons. Bang. Finding a way underground.
Already done.
Actually, there wasn't anything in there. I thought I saw a glimmer of yellow. I thought I saw a glimmer of yellow. Feels bad. Darkitect, you've seen much worse launches than this. Me too. But fact of the matter is, people are just not letting go of this one. Darth Narcissus, do you have the ME component that heals on melee kill? Nope. I do not. Alan Bergener, thank you very much for the super chat. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support.
That door should lead underground.
Why is there a door to a cave?
To keep something out?
Or
Have you seen the ex-Diablo 3 devs team suggestion for the Anthem dev team?
Corvus agent's not a fan of scorpions.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen the suggestion itself, but I've heard that it's basically about loot being more rewarding. Basically, the suggestions that they were making is what the Diablo team learned from Reaper of Souls, and I completely agree. Reaper of Souls was actually the only thing that got me back into Diablo 3 after I stopped playing it. I stopped playing Diablo 3 at launch because it wasn't rewarding enough. It just wasn't rewarding enough, and I was just farming gold to go to the auction house and buy all my loot. And with Reaper of Souls, they dialed that all the way around.
We've got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette.
I don't want that omelette. What is that?
Another
I'm sorry, I was looking at
Careful,
chat.
freelancer. Sounds
Whenever I look at chat, there's a good chance I'll perform the Mike Gamble special.
I hate it when they do that.
What do we do now?
gather the fragments and silence the relic.
But anyway, guys, yeah, this is another one of the endgame activities, which is the Stronghold. We're currently about halfway through it. This Stronghold, like I said, consists of silencing 3 relics with waves of enemies. We've already gone through 2 of the relics that you're supposed to silence, and we're currently silencing the 3rd one. Which, again, that's actually something that I would like to see different in the endgame of Anthem, is I want to see different activities, dude. Like, I'm done with silencing relics, you know? It's like, I get it. The relics go volatile. We have to silence them, otherwise, you know, world-ending events can take place. Wait. Is there no fragment here? Oh, looks like they got it covered. In that case... Oh, snap. That was a little bit too soon. That was a bit of a premature ultimate right there. I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay. I actually wanted to do this. Oof. Not that either. Do my firewall mortar. Get a combo off. I hate these guys because they overheat the crap out of my javelin. It's not nice. Let's taunt this so that it's safer for the rest of the team. These guys are about to leave, though. No, wait. Actually, they're not. We're still missing a relic. Do I have it?
Hey,
No.
door's still closed and there's nodes everywhere.
Give it a minute. It should work itself out.
Should.
Energy readings are stabilizing. Albeit slowly.
Look at Watanagashik's. Always hovering. Learn, Storms. Always hovering. Always, always, always hovering. You know that movie where the guy goes, ABC, man, always be closing? Storms is AB age. Always be hovering. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get some more beefy abilities though. See guys, look at that. It only gives me 30 ammo back now. Let's go detonate those suckers. I gotta be honest, I've played both the Colossus and the Ranger. I haven't played the other ones beyond the demo. But it's just like, the Colossus detonating a combo, is there really anything more satisfying than that? You can just mow stuff down with a Colossus, no problem. I don't even know why I'm doing this ability. It's not like anybody's getting through me. Have another firewall. And another combo. And you know what? Have another ultimate while you're at it. You filthy animal. But again, I need to get more power on this ultimate.
I'd love to play the game, but I can barely play the game due to super long loading screens. And that assess takes like 10 to 20 minutes to load in.
TM Walt, thank you very much for the super chat. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. And what version of the game are you playing? PS4, PC, Xbox One? What are we talking about here? I'm genuinely curious, because 10 to 20 minutes to load in assets?
I don't think our friend liked that.
Too bad. I'm just getting started.
No dice. No dice on the loot, guys. We're not getting loot today. Feels bad, man. But we get like I think we get like a guaranteed masterwork at the end. Man, we're only getting guaranteed masterworks here. Flares actually don't help at all when you go underwater. I tried it.
Back into the deep.
You play the game on PS4 Pro, never had more than 1 minute on a loading screen? Well, I'm asking TMO specifically. He's talking about 10-minute loads. I haven't experienced that, and I want to know when that happens. Because that is actually important. Like, that could be a bug that we need to report. I gotta pray to RNGesus. RNGesus doesn't really love me all that much, but that's okay. You take the good with the bad in life, man. You take the good with the bad. I got my iron breakers to back me up, so I don't give a fuck. I don't need RNGesus. Who needs RNGesus when you have the iron breakers?
Highly.
Damn it. Next time, I expect big-ass bugs to be in the mission briefing.
Even Clovis doesn't know everything.
Oh, that guy wanted to see the landing up close. Oh, Kegrin got... Okay, this is bad. The other guy dying, like, that's okay. Kegrin, though, we need him. Okay, let's pop the ult on this bad boy. Well, this is gonna suck, because he's not turning the right way. Damn it, I still didn't hit the proper spot. Oh, this is actually not bad damage. Okay, I gotta be careful with these guys. These guys are gonna be a problem. Oh, there's lots of them on fire, though. Oof. Gotta be careful not to pop any of those sacks while he's going up, because he won't fall down. And you can get him to fall down if you pop one of these sacks when he's on the ground. So, where are the enemies gonna come from? There? Sweet. Nice. Prime them up for the Wombo Combo. Like I told you guys, there's few things more satisfying than Colossus just blowing up a group of enemies. Very few things more satisfying in this game than comboing as Colossus. Dude, I'm running low on ammo. You guys gotta give me that ammo, man. I need that ammo. Give me that ammo. Did we get ammo? It's another Wombo. Oh, the Tyrant came in from a different direction this time. Usually Tyrant comes from the same tunnel that the enemies are coming in from. This time he didn't. Knock, knock. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt too. Damn it, why'd you gotta turn your face towards me? That's just not nice. I don't want to look at your ugly mug. Just not interested, Tarn. Damn, we haven't popped a single one of those sacks yet. Okay, next time we gotta pop a sack. Oof! Okay, whatever hit me hurt. Okay, there they are.
PC, and it's something with game and my CPU. The strange thing is that I can play everything on max and nothing maxes out my CPU except Anthem.
That's really weird. TM Woe, once again, thank you very much for the super chat. Look, you don't have to super chat just to ask me questions though, but I do appreciate it. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Thank you for the support. But I don't know, man. That's one of those things. Optimizing for PC is always a little bit trickier, I guess, but you know, I don't think it's acceptable. I don't know what processor you're running, I don't know what it is, but if you don't have any problems with like other Frostbite games like Battlefield or Mirror's Edge or basically any other Frostbite game, Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect Andromeda, if you've never experienced that and you're getting that with Anthem, that's weird. But again, when it comes to PC, I just don't know enough about it. I didn't even pop my ultimate last time. Still, we're getting him down at a reasonable pace. Yep. Nose Boy learned that you're not supposed to stand in there unless you're a Colossus with a beefy shield. You learned the hard way. No, don't turn to me, you bastard. There we go. Put him down. Shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. Oh, come on. I only got 2 shots out of that. So busy aiming. Ended up not doing the best job. Oh, I didn't combo. Ooh, he's mad. Okay, but it's... Ooh, Kekron's down. Slacker. Get back up. Is this the end game? It's the same Stronghold mission from the beginning of the game. There's 2 more Strongholds that you can do, like I said. They should have had more. The reason I'm doing this one is because this is a no spoilers video, so I'm showing the more basic Stronghold that everybody's seen before. Daily multi-kill. No, let me detonate. Now we're talking. Because when I detonate, I get my ultimate back. Hey, hey, hey. I mean, everybody does, but my ultimate's more important, clearly, because I'm the Colossus. I am the Juggernaut, bitch! Okay, let's get that final. Oh, man, I was perfectly positioned, too. Oh, fuck it. I'm not gonna mess it up this time. You're gonna take it either way. Oh, I actually still landed on weak spots. Nice! Yep, he's not getting back up. He's done. You're dunsies! Like, if I hadn't missed my missile, that is. Oh, God. Okay, this is way too much acid damage. He's down. See everybody else bail out the second he died? Really, dude? Ah, there's the masterwork. The guaranteed masterwork. Psh. Is this easy mode? No, this is Grandmaster 1. Any tips for an up-and-coming Colossus main? Let me see. For Colossus main, I mean, that's what I play the most. It's just like coming up with tips specifically for Colossus. Like, I would advise you to try and get used to Firewall Mortar. It's one of the better abilities. Firewall Mortar is really good because it just leaves a wall of fire in the ground. Super effective. Get used to using your melee to detonate a lot, because a lot of times you might not have your right side ability to detonate. As a matter of fact, you can even play double primer if you want to with a Colossus. But basically, the tip that I can give you as a Colossus is the Ironbreaker Special Old, which is the keep your shield up. You got to keep your shield up. Always remember to block. Like, whenever you're taking a shot... No! Why? They gave me the worst Colossus masterwork in the game. This is terrible. I really don't like this one. This is just like a shotgun blast that you do from your wrist. It's not that great. It's just not that great. But yeah, dude, the thing about the Colossus, you got to keep your shield up. And always remember that you can basically run through monsters, but you can't run through bigger monsters. So like if you are running with your shield up and you smack into a Titan, no good. Never do that. Don't run with your shield up into bigger monsters. Like regular humanoid, smaller monsters, sure, run through them, tear them down, whatever. The other thing is there are these really annoying enemies, the Scar Hunters. They go up in the air and they start firing at you with a multi-cannon. If you run into those as a Colossus, something really cool that you can do is you put your shield up and you fly straight at them, and you can smack them with your shield. Like, you don't have to do anything, just keep the shield up and fly through them. It smacks them with the shield, brings them to the ground. It's really useful for your team, and it stops them from firing at your team, which is also really damn good. But yeah, I don't like this masterwork at all. Is the flat cannon that bad? I mean, I just don't like it. Like, I like this. I like the... Is this... No, this is the ordnance launcher? No. I like the missile that you got. I like the railgun. So there's a lot of things that I like. I don't like this thing, and I don't like this thing. The Venom Spitter, I don't like that either. I do like the Flamethrower, though. Flamethrower is pretty good. Let's go to Fort Tarsus. So that was 2 of the endgame activities that you have in the game right now. So I showed you guys free play at the start of this live stream, and now we did a Stronghold, which is the Tyrant Mine. Now I'm going to show you the third one, which is probably the best way to get masterwork items right now, because it is fast, it is easy, and I'm pretty sure that there's a guaranteed masterwork at the end of it. But I think you can only do this like 3 times a day or something along those lines, and that is legendary contracts. That's the next thing that we're gonna do. Jack Leas, why are you talking about this terrible game? Because I still enjoy playing it. What was the... I saw another question earlier. You have a great night too, TM. Well, really appreciate it. I saw a question in here. Here we go, Artigo Tail. It's time for the question of the day, and it's been the same every day. Should we buy this game? You should watch my 46-minute review. Just go back to the channel and look up for Anthem review. And can't miss it. Wait, Kegran left. I'll invite you again, Kegran. I'm assuming you got a DC or something. Kegran, just tell me which contract we should start with then. Xanther, are the Titans still active? If you're talking about the There Be Giants event, no. Rurikhan, what javelin would you recommend for someone that likes playing ranged and doing a good amount of damage? So let's put it like this. If you like fantasy wizards, you like wizards that come down with lightning and shit like that, you should play the Storm, because you can keep good range and you can still do your abilities, and it's really good fun. If, on the other hand, you're more into, physical type or not that much into fantasy wizards and shit like that, you should play the Ranger. Ranger is a ton of fun, and he's really good at dealing damage. And you can actually equip him with a sniper, and he has components that significantly increase his damage with guns, and he becomes a beast at range. You have one of your own already, like your log not on the boards? I don't know, dude. Let me see. Change of mission. I mean, we got Disaster Protocol, Hazard Pay, and that's it. We have another one here. Threat Assessment. I think that Hazard Pay is one of my own. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is one of my own. Let's do this one. Sounds about right. Shout out to Ranger, the only melee primer. Yeah, dude. I really like the melee priming on the Ranger as well. As a matter of fact, the Ranger build that I want to do, which is like the Ranger budget build, is gonna be able to prime with two things. You guys will see, it's pretty good. Do the brim one? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, guys, like I said, so there's 3 main activities that you're going to be doing. And if you don't have legendary contracts, you can do regular contracts, but the rewards on those are not as good. So legendary contracts is definitely what you want to focus on if you want to do it as an in-game activity. And there you have it. Those are essentially the 3 main activities that you can do in endgame Anthem. And after we do this one, I mean, if Kegrin suits up. Come on, Kegrin. Stop equipping your friggin' all of the masterwork items that you're getting. Kegrin over here is the luckiest player I've ever seen. I remember when we're going through the PC version of the game, this dude got like 4 or 5 legendaries. And I was just like, dude, I hate you. I hate you so bad. Mr. Mean, do you think the PC sales might suffer since you can play for a month at 1/4 the price if you sub instead? And for many players, a month is probably enough playtime before moving on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they will. Hands down. But then again, I think one of the biggest problems isn't even that. I think one of the biggest problems is that the early access that happened for the game, which I made a whole video talking about this, that I didn't agree with the early access that they were doing. I think that might have hurt the game more than anything else, because what happened is a lot of people played on PC, they went through the whole game, particularly content creators, they went through the whole game, played the whole thing, got to endgame like at the start of the 2nd or 3rd day that they've played the game, which is fine. But then you get to the end of the week and there was no additional content. Why? Because the game hasn't actually come out yet. So instead, they released the game fully. They give you the day 1 patch, all this stuff. They probably did the Outlaw Outrage thing, which I haven't even seen what that is about. But essentially then you have another week where players are beginning to play for the very first time on the 22nd, but you have another group of players that have already done everything in the game, and you have this kind of like clashing of like, oh, do we put out more content that people can't do right now because some of them haven't finished the game? Or do we wait so that people that start on the 22nd get a chance to go through the game before we put out the new content? See, that's one of the biggest problems that the game is coming in. Rurikhan, are you invested in the story of the game? Do you think if they focused on the story and then gameplay would be an awesome game? How should I put this? I'm not super invested in the story, like the main campaign that the game had. I'm more so invested in the world. Like, I like the world. I like the fact, oh, it's this alien world, and there's these Shaper relics, and there's all these mysterious things in the Anthem of Creation. But ultimately, I feel that the story that they came up with in the game was too cookie cutter. Well, especially when you guys get to the end game, those of you that will end up playing the game, and those of you that will get to the final mission. When you get to the final mission, depending on, you know, how much you appreciate the world building that they've done for Anthem, you'll be like, oh man, there's all these different directions that they can take this part of the story in, and the direction that they take it in, I think that you're gonna be left like, oh wow, really? You just wrapped everything up with a nice bow tie and moved on to the next episode? Like, I was expecting more out of the story. I'm not saying it's a bad story. I'm just saying it's not particularly exceptional. It's like when I was done with it, I was like, I enjoyed it. It was okay. But at the same time, had they done a couple of things differently with the wrapping up of the story, with the final cutscene and all of that, had they done just a couple of things differently, I would have been much more pleased with my experience of the story.
They have no need for those.
So,
I understand.
back on the topic for the endgame stuff, these contracts, the way they work is you're going to get a set of 3 or 4 random activities that you're supposed to do. We're doing the first one, which we're supposed to destroy these outlaw turrets, and probably within this same activity, we'll have to kill a bunch of outlaws. But basically, when we're done with this activity, they're going to give us 2 or 3 more activities at random, and then we will have completed the contract, and we will get probably a guaranteed masterwork, I think. But yeah, we'll play through this contract, and then at the end of it, I will tell you how I feel about the current end game. Where are the outlaws? Oh, there's a portal over there. I was like, I saw Watto over here. Hi, boys. How you doing? These poor outlaws never knew what hit them. Never know what hit them. Oh, the shotgunners. Kagran's scared to death of these shotgunners. They'll fuck him up. Everybody should be scared to death of these elite shotgunners. Look, he even targeted him with an increased damage buff. Bonk. Get shield slammed into oblivion. You see, but you see Kagran, he was all the way in the back there. He's like, no, 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 no. I'm not getting close to that shotgunner. Fuck that noise. Am I right, Kagran? You love those shotgunners. Oh, enemy elementalists. Burn. Dude, that mortar landed right in his head. Poor guy. Poink, 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 poink.
I'm out of combat.
So that was the first mission. Now they're going to give us another mission in the same contract. Again, these are random. Xanther, will you play any other Javs besides Colossus?
That can't be good. Go and see.
Not on this live stream, because Colossus is currently the only endgame equipped Javelin that I have. But outside of this stream, I've been playing the Ranger on PS4, because in order to keep things fresh, I played exclusively Colossus on PC, and then when I was going through the story on PS4, oh damn, these are the big boys. When I played through the story on PS4, I played exclusively Colossus. Legendary contracts on GM1 will give you a legendary guaranteed masterwork component, yeah. But we used to get more, though, when the loot was glitched. I think they're going to change the loot to be a little bit more generous, which makes sense because of the randomness of inscriptions. They're so incredibly random that it's going to be very hard for people to get what they want. Even if you get, like, a legendary and you can just get, like, a crappy version of a legendary, like, that's going to be very frustrating. Can you imagine? I've never gotten a legendary so far. If I was to get a legendary and it would have garbage rolls, I'd be so pissed. So I do hope they make it a little bit more A little bit more generous.
Must have been tracking the agent. The outlaws hope to steal from the Corvus agent. Stop them. Got it.
Thank you, Uri. Enjoy a beer from a friend.
Sparky, thank you very much for the super chat. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. They are supposed to fix inscription so they match your javelin more. I mean, that's the way to do it. How often do you get disconnected on PS4? Personally, not often. I mean, we've been streaming for an hour now, not a single disconnect, but I very rarely get DCs. On PS4. I do get disconnected a little bit more often on the PC for whatever reason. Oof. Big oof. Okay, that's too much. You're dealing too much damage, bro. You need to simmer down. Simmer down, bruh. You feeling me? Simmer down. Damn it, I hate it when they go back up. Why am I left to deal with the elite outlaw elementalist alone? This does not seem like a fair deal that I got here. Okay, I'm leaving. Fuck this noise. Yeah, get in there, Kegrin. Get that guy. Fine, I'll taunt them. Oh, there's 3 of them. That's why. Okay, now I get it. Ugh! Seriously, I got killed by one of these generic dudes? Oh, man. Most storms could learn so much from you, Wada. They could learn so much, dude. Not sure if you guys noticed the little detail there, but Wada was actually rezzing me while hovering because he gets increased shields when he hovers. Ooh, elite shotgunner.
Corvus agent down. Get them back up.
Oh, we actually rescued the Corvus agent? Oh, fine. I have to use the rifle. Bong. Have that. Kegron will get you.
Fewer outlaws in the
That
world.
was the second task.
I'll tell Corvus what happened here. Okay, more for you to do today. Always more to do. No time to lose. A freelancer is calling for assistance. Move it.
Okay, on my way.
Shane Collins. In order to get like my full opinion on the game, you'd have to watch a review. It's on the channel. Just look up Anthem review. Should be the first result on my channel. Should still be one of the recent videos. Like there, I will go much more in depth than anybody needs to know to understand this game.
Maybe this freelancer can help you get home one day.
I love the concept of the scars, though. I find them to be very interesting. I don't like it when they're spread all over the place. I like them clumped up together so that I can just unload my combos on them. I couldn't even hit him because there was 2 people slashing away at him. Oh, because we have 2 interceptors.
The enemy's not finished yet. Stay alert.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, go in the fire. I love when they back up into the fire. And it's like, oh no, I'm on fire. Whatever will I do? You guys ever smelt a burnt fly? That's what you get with these scars. The smell of burnt flies. I hate flies. They creep me the fuck out. Wow, that's a lot of scar heavies right there. I got an idea. Hey, boys. Again! Again! So good. Now you're still gonna get slammed in the face. There's a sniper in there. See, that's the tip that I was giving you earlier, whoever was asking me about the Colossus, which is never run with your shield up against a heavy unit. Because you basically just drop your guard every time.
That's one of those weird bugs. A luminary.
Oh, I guess this is going to be the final thing for this contract if we're fighting a luminary. Where is the luminary? Oh, there he is. Wait, he left. He teleported. Teleported behind us. Okay, let's get rid of these heavies first then. Man, my health is not looking good. Ooh. Damn, there's even snipers firing at me, trying to get me. Okay, Wada's down. Let's see if I can get him. Why can't I res him? Oh, Kegrin was already on it. Okay. Let's see if I can draw his fire. Hey, Mr. Luminary. Turn your attention over here, please. Oh, I got his attention all right. Damn, son. Oof. He hates me. See, guys, this is why I like tanking. Oh, hey, bro. Try this one on for size. Oh, it is going down. Damn, that was a lot of damage. 62,000? Taunt him again. I have a big rock to keep myself in cover. So that way everybody can deal ooh, crap. He's shooting me with these friggin' missiles. Kegrin's down. Boom. Keep that firewall in there. Ooh! Those sexy combos, baby. That's what it's all about right there. Ain't nobody got time to reload. Have another one. Taunt again. Did I get the taunt off? No. Oh! Damn, son. He got me with the combo. He got me bad. Does Rurikhan have a Discord? He just might. He just might. That crazy guy. It's not even Kegrin that's rezzing me. See, Kegrin just left me there for dead. Masterwork! Does that mean I get two of them?
You look strong. Good job. Very good work, freelancer. I will raise a glass to you.
You love the flame lightning combo, but gonna give the coil and the arm missile combo here? Yeah. Coil and missile is fine. I mean, I think my favorite combo is gonna end up being missile and flame mortar. Like, flame mortar is just so good. I love it. I just love plopping firewalls everywhere. It's really solid. Villain Gaming Ghostly, how are you enjoying the game so far? It's like, I like the gameplay. I feel the game misses a lot of the other marks around the gameplay. Like, to really get my full opinion, you have to watch the review. You have to check out that review. There's no shortcuts. Spent a lot of time working on that review. Okay, let's take a look at the Masterworks. Oh, we are getting 2 Masterworks. Is this good? Detonates an area acid effect on a small hit streak. Is it, which one is this, though? It's the upgraded Aftershock. Oh! Oh, yeah, baby. Hells yeah. I like grenade launchers. What's the other one? What's the other one? Shield Slam one? Increases electric and fire damage by 35%. Shield Break creates an explosion around you. This one's not particularly useful for me personally, but it is useful for the lightning fire, the flamethrower lightning coil combo that you were talking about. It's good stuff. Oh look, Kegrin would probably like this in Masterwork version. A cloud burst? Really? A cloud burst, dude? Nobody wants cloud bursts. How do you get components and abilities? You have level 45 Masterwork runes, but no. It's random, dude. It's just random, Tony K. Anything you do. You gotta play at GM difficulty, though. GM 1. That's the only way to do it. Let me just do something real quick here. What am I gonna get rid of? Combo component, heavy shield reinforcement. I think it might be the heavy assault augment. It's not particularly interesting, but I do like blast damage, so we'll keep that. Take this. Sounds about right. And then we also got a new weapon. So I think we're going to go with Sentinel's Vengeance, but I still want to keep the Mauler. Problem is I'm going to have problems with shields if I don't take that friggin' rifle, so I'll need to think that over. But anyway, guys, when it comes to Endgame, it's like, this is it. Unfortunately, this is all we get. So in this video, I told you guys about the performance, how it works on PS4s, which you're always looking at around 30 FPS for most activities. On the Pro, you'll get a little bit more than that during mini dungeons and strongholds. And on the regular PS4, you'll get lower than 30 when you're doing free play. What that means, contracts, any activity that you're out in the overworld of Bastion, you're going to see 20 to 30 frame rate, about there. And when it comes to the end game, it's like, it is lacking. Like, there's no way to be like, oh no, the end game's fine, end game's good. It's like, you just repeat these 3 activities. It's like, it's not that much. You know, I really like what's there. I like the gameplay moments. I like when I'm playing like a big meaty Colossus and I'm still having fun with this game. And do remember, I've played through the story twice at this point and I'm still enjoying it. But ultimately, I can understand where people are like, well, I mean, you know, the end game's not there. That's one of the reasons why during my review, I actually said, if you're uncomfortable, and this was like within the first minutes of the review, if you're uncomfortable with the game potentially only lasting you 30 hours, you shouldn't get it. Not at this point. You should definitely not get it. But that's it. Like, you go into these different activities that are here, and basically what you got is the mission. I still have some missions because I still have some side stuff left to do on PS4. But like, you got your missions, which among those missions, some of those can be contracts. So like, for instance, see this right here, Apocalypse When. This is a side mission that I still haven't done. But like, these run out at some point until they introduce new missions into the game. These will eventually run out, and you know, then all you're left with is contracts. There's regular contracts, which are not particularly rewarding. There's the legendary contracts, which is what I showed you last there. Then there's the free play, which you guys saw what free play is all about. And then there's strongholds, and there's 3 strongholds. And the reason I showed you Tyrant Mine is because, you know, spoilers for people that haven't seen the story. I don't want to show the last stronghold because that's the final campaign mission. And, you know, and you still get Temple of Scar to discover if you do end up becoming interested in the game, but that's it. These are all the activities that are available to you in the game. And if you're not okay with that, then now is not the time. Hopefully with the stuff that they're adding, hopefully with Cataclysms, it can get better. Should not have launched the way that it did. I'll completely accept any criticism that people want to talk about that. I agree. It should not have launched like this. Should have had more content, should have been more refined, shouldn't have had the problems that it had on the 15th, which it had a lot of issues on the 15th with the early access stuff. That a lot of that stuff was fixed by the subsequent patches that came out. But ultimately, that's the game that's there. And some people will enjoy it. Some people will not enjoy it. And I can't fault either group in that case. It's just the way things are. Either way, that is going to be it for this live stream. Thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you guys. And by the way, if you guys enjoyed the live stream, hit the like button. Helps out a lot. Really does help out a lot. Like, I know that YouTubers tend to say that a lot, but it does help. And if you guys want to stay up to date with more content that I'm creating, probably tomorrow I will put up a Ranger build video, I think. We'll see if that's the case or not. But if you guys want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all of that good stuff. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Oh yeah, and we need a total stat page for sure. I talked about that in the review. Yeah, guys. Thank you all very much. See you guys in the next one.